If you want to see me create my first look using the Mothership VI Midnight Sun from Pat McGrath, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène and welcome back, or if it's your first time, welcome to HMM Makeup or Makeup. I am excited to be playing with this one and it's far, far too long in the making. I'm not sure why it is that I did not use my birthday palette until toward the beginning of December. I got it for my birthday, which is, as I said, which is September 3rd, and we are now 2 months later, so September to October, October to November. No, 3 months. We're at 3 months since that time, and I just haven't felt like it was the right time, and now I feel like it's the right time. So I'm going to go into this palette. I have done the swatches. I will put the swatches right there, but I have not played with it. And the swatches as well were quite recent. So I don't know what my issue was. There is the card with the names, the shade names on it. And I do really love the artwork on the Pat McGrath palette outer packaging. I don't know if you're familiar with Pat McGrath. If you are not, it is this beautiful black lacquer palette, weighted palette. Weighted palettes, weighted anything to make it luxurious does not do anything for me, but I know that a number of people really like the heaviness of luxury items. You do you. I can understand why we have different preferences and different things that we love about things, about items that we want to have around us. Weighty palettes don't really do it for me. But I do appreciate, if I can open it, there we go. I do appreciate the beveled mirror. I think that looks really good. I did take the plastic off the mirror when I did the swatches. And if you are not familiar with the inside, here are the 10 shadows. Let me just go nice and slowly. And a big thing that I mentioned in the swatches is I'm really excited about these guys. And this one, believe it or not, is the one that had most of my attention for the palette. And it's really odd for me because I tend to go for reds and purples to offset my green eyes to make them pop. And in this case, it's a green eyeshadow that has my attention. I don't know. But what I do know is that I want to get this palette on my eyes today. And as I said, I've done the swatches that you can go take a look at, but now I just want to dive into the palette and do a look for us today. And I think I'm going to concentrate on this section of the palette. I don't think I want to go into the red, but these guys here is what I'll focus on. I don't even know, I might use this one as a topper, but I may not even go into the special shades. I know, blasphemous, right? But we'll see where I get to. I don't like to presuppose what a look will end up looking like, so I don't want to put pressure on myself. I also have a Pat McGrath lipstick, which is this one. It's a mini. It came in a set of 3 minis, and it is Flesh 3 lipstick. Flesh 3. Different name, but okay. She is known for her out there names. Okay, I'm going to go into, I think, this one in the crease to start with. A nice easy color. I'll probably migrate over to this one and this one. We'll see how it goes. I am going to use a very big fluffy brush. I think it's from Quo. Yes, from Quo, which is a Canadian brand sold at Shoppers Drug Mart. Going right into that camel color, which is called Taboo. And I'm going to go right in. As per usual, I will do one eye and then do the other eye off camera so that you don't have to suffer through 2 of the same. I like to do that usually. Now, I'm sure you've seen a lot of looks with this palette because it's been out for a while. And it is now, I don't know if the site's sale is still on, but I saw it for 105 Canadian on the, I don't know what it is in US, on the site, basically 40% off. So whoever gets to nab it at 40% off, amazing deal for you. I'm very happy for you. I wish I'd had it at that price, but I got it for 20% off, I think. But yeah, congratulations if you managed to nab it at that price. Just when you think you have all your brushes out, I did not. My favorite little angle brush was not out with the rest of the pack, and I like to bring the shadow down with this brush, putting the shadow on just one side of the brush and just carefully putting it on the outer lower lid. That could be a one and done shadow. It looks pretty good in my opinion. I don't think that there's much more to do with that color. The blend on it is really good. I might just take this brush again without adding any product and just put a little bit more brown there. Okay. I'm going to go in with the deeper brown on the outer lid, and probably I'm going to put that same deep brown on the lower lash line, but let's see what happens. Okay, now I want to pack on the color. So I'm going to use this brush, which is a nice brush from Smashbox, which I think is the Precision, no, the Full Coverage eyeshadow brush. Not sure why I wanted to call it Precision, but I've just loaded on some brown and just getting that done right on the outer lid. Okay, that looks pretty good. I don't mind it at all. Let me just go back in, and this color is Extreme Dusk. So the camel color was Taboo, and then we've got Extreme Dusk, which is not a bad name for a very deep chocolatey brown. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm just going to go back in with this brush and soften the edges. Didn't take much at all. Just take a look here. Yeah, now I'm going to go in with my Precise Smudger brush. Oh, by the way, that's the set of 3 colors from the lipstick trio. The one on top, that's the one I'm wearing today. And I thought if I did end up going into this red, that it would go really well with what I'm wearing. All right, so I'm going to go in with my Precision Smudger brush, go back into that brown, and do liner on the lower lash line. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Oop, I went a little low. I really am enjoying using eyeshadow as liner for the lower lash line. I think it looks good. I'm really getting into it. And I do want to go a little bit further in. See how it's a little bit patchy there? I just want to go back in with maybe a more precision fluffy brush and just see if I can get more of that brown up there. I'm going to try this brush from Glamlight. So it's still fluffy, but it's a lot smaller, and just see if I can get the brown to go where I want with a little bit more control over where it goes. Okay, I'm going to go back into my packer brush and just go back and add a little bit of brown on the outside. Okay, I'm happier with that now. And before I go and do the inner lid, I'm going to take care of the brow bone, and I think that this one is the right one to use, and it's a long one. It's called Skin Show Moon Glow. The names of Pat McGrath shadows. Whew. They are always so over the top. All right, I've got some on my brush, and I'm going to go right along my brow. If you're wondering, I did use the brow beater from Urban Decay in Taupe Trap. Wow, that is very blingy. I'm going to go back in with this brush and just go over with the camel color a little bit, just so that it's not too crazy of a shadow. Look at the sultry look, right? I think that looks good. Now, we're going to go into this one. So this is what I'm going to put on the inner to 2/3 of the lid, and I think it's going to look beautiful. I'm going to use my precision brush, my multitasker brush from Smashbox, and I may go over with my finger to just add that little oomph that the finger can offer that usually a brush doesn't quite in the same way. Let's see what happens. So here's my multitasker brush from Smashbox, and I'm going right in to, I love the color of the green, Wicked Envy. It makes me think of Poison Ivy from Marvel Comics. Somehow it just fits. And I got this palette for myself for my birthday, but when I look at it, I feel like my birthday and Christmas palettes should have been swapped. So I wanted this one for my birthday, and I decided, because I found out from Angelica Nyqvist, which I will put her channel right there, that the Metropolis that I've been waiting for 2 years came out Christmas 2019, I believe. I waited a couple of years to get it. That it's basically getting discontinued, and wanted to get the Metropolis when I found out that this Christmas was pretty much my last chance. It will be featured on this channel very, very, very soon, as in within days. So if you want to see the swatches that I'm going to produce, they should be coming very, very soon. As I'm repeating myself, I like this. I really like this. This is not a bad look at all. I'm enjoying it. And do I want to do something else? I think I want to put a bit more green on the inner lid here, all the way to the tear duct. And I think that does the trick. I just wanted a little bit more. And I'm debating. No, I don't think that I want to repeat it on the bottom. I think it's going to be just too heavy, because that's already a pretty deep color on the inner lid. I think that is done. I am going to repeat this on the other eye and come back to you for the final finishes, I guess, to the completed look. I will be right back. Okay, I am liking the eye look, having done both eyes. I do want to try, we'll see what happens, I do want to try that same kind of camel color that I have on my eyes, just as a bit of a bronzer, and I think it's going to work, because it's not so crazy of a color. And just humor me for a moment. Just want to see what that's going to look like. And it seems not too bad, so let me just go back. And yeah, I'm liking it. I'm going to do it on the other cheek. Okay, so here we go. Whoop. Looks like a bit more color on that side. But still, it's a good match on each side. I'm really liking that. I might have gone a little bit heavy. I can always use some powder and lighten it up, but why not match the base color of the eye look with the cheeks if it's kind of a color that works, and I think it works well with my necklace and everything else. So I'm happy I did that. And let's see, what else do we need? Oh, I didn't do the brow bone highlight on that side, so let me fix that. Okay. And I'm going to do the same thing as I did here, which is to soften it up a little bit with that same brush. Okay. Now, before I go any further with the eyes, I do want to change my lipstick because I feel like this is a very brown look, and this one, it's not a bad match, but I want something brown. So I'm going to go to a tried and true lip color that I love, which is the 1993 Comfort Matte from Urban Decay, and I just know that it's going to make such a good pairing with this look. So I want to change the color. It's just too pink for me. I don't, like I said, I don't think it's a bad match, but for my preferences, it's too pink. And it's also creamier than I would like. This one dries down far more, in my opinion. So I'm just going to try to go over what I did with the Flesh 3 from Pat McGrath and see if I can just cover it all up. Okay, I had to go a little bit outside the lines, so to speak, but I think it's okay. I think it's okay. It is really creamy right now, but it is going to dry down pretty quickly, and yeah, it's just a little bit more brown, but the pink was just bugging me. Maybe to you it was like, I don't see what her problem is, but I don't know, I like a little bit more brown. We're going to finish up the eyes now. I'm super excited. I need to get some liner, mascara. I think that might be it, and then some setting spray, and we should be done with the look. Okay, I am in the mood to use, not try, I've used this one quite a few times, the Estee Lauder Little Black Liner, which is the biggest liner I've ever owned, but it's the Little Black Liner, which makes me laugh every single time. I know if you've been on this channel for a while, you're going to be rolling your eyes, but I say it all the time because I think it's hilarious. I am going to go from the outside in. Now you'll notice it's a very different kind of a tip on this side, but it allows me to do a nice big fat wing if I want to. And I'm trying to be precise here, which is why I'm not talking. Okay, I'll finish it up with the other side. I need my two hands for this. Okay, see if I can fix it up a little bit for the detail with this very fine point. Okay, they're cousins, but that's all right. Luckily, mascara helps me with the wings. And I'm going to go in with this guy, which is the relatively new Air Volume Mega Mascara from L'Oreal. So I'm going to go in with this one. And I'm very scared of dropping the Pat McGrath palette, so I'm going to go in with my Cover FX Quad that I use every single day. And if you've never seen that Air Volume mascara, is that what it's called? Air Volume? I can never remember. Yeah, Air Volume Mega Mascara. It's a very big brush. And I did a first impressions video if you want to see it in action. I think it's that product and something else. I don't remember. I think I paired it with something else, but I could be wrong. But it does a decent job. I'm not unhappy with its performance. And I managed to get it for a song. This mascara is about $12 or $13, and I got it for a fraction of that. I could not believe it. They were clearing out a batch, and I could not figure out why. Some sort of a weird promotion. Okay, other side. I think I don't care too much about wings just because of my focus on lashes. I think we all have our thing. And for me, lashes is more important than a wing. You know, you focus on different things with makeup. We don't all have a huge preference, you know, I'm not huge on blush and highlighter. I'll use the same ones over and over and over again. I realize that about me, but eyeshadow I'm very particular, and then someone else will be the opposite. Okay, so I got a tiny bit of mascara right there. I'm going to let it dry before I try to flake it off. But is there anything missing? Oh, I put my mascara on before finishing up the liner. I am going to attempt to fix it, but I am going to wait a couple of minutes to make sure the mascara has a chance to dry, and then I will go and try to use the rest of the liner. Can you say distracted? Yeah, I missed the whole half front of liner. I've never done that before. I don't know what to say. So yeah, I'm going to get off camera for a few minutes and come back when the mascara is nice and dry and can withstand me adding a little bit of liner. I'll be back in a bit. Now, I have mentioned not liking using green with green eyes, and I am eating my words because I'm really liking this look. Before I go back to the liner, I do want to talk about the two lipsticks that I have here. So 1993 is the one that I put on. I really like the look, but I also want to, here, just so you see better, I do also want to show you Liquid, which I have. So this is 1993, and I also have Liquid here. You see how it's kind of glossy and semi-see-through? It is another really great option for, got a little fluff on the lipstick. It's a really nice option. It looks really deep, but I think that you can agree that it's a very sheer lipstick, and it looks great. If you don't want to have a thick lip color like the 1993 Comfort Matte, these, what are they called? Sheer lipsticks from Urban Decay are really great, super comfortable. Bobby Dazzle, which I've talked about in a very recent video as well, is just, they feel like a lip gloss on your lips despite being in a bullet form. And I really enjoy those lipsticks. They're super comfortable. So they're, just because you've tried one formula of a given lipstick for a given brand doesn't mean that all of the other types in the lineup are going to feel the same way. So the sheer line from Urban Decay I would highly recommend. I think that they're just not talked enough about, and they are really quite good. I know this is a Pat McGrath video, but I've been rediscovering the sheer lipsticks from Urban Decay, wondering why I haven't been using them more because they're so comfortable. So just thought I would mention them. Okay, is there anything else that I can do with this look other than finish the liner? And I'm wondering if I should take advantage of the fact that I haven't done the liner yet to try this color on the very inner corner, and I think I will. And that color is Jubilee, which is it's a nice name. I'm going to use a very tiny pencil brush and go into the inner corners and just put that little pop of gold. And I'm going to use a pencil brush from Morphe, M149 is what I'm going to use. It's quite small, and it should do the trick to get right into the inner corner. Just putting a little bit on the brush right in here. That is looking pretty. Yeah, just a little something. Just a little something. I think that looks really nice. So nice. In fact, I'm going to go a little bit lower with it. I'm going to go in again with that precise smudger and add just a little bit of brown right next to the gold because it faded a little bit. Okay, that's enough. Just that little pop of gold in the right at the inner corner, I think looks good. Okay, I'm not going to fuss with it more. Let's finish the liner. Hopefully I won't make a mess of it. So on this side is the precision liner that I'm going to use. Hopefully the mascara is dry enough. Okay, that's going not too badly. It's thicker than I would like, but I can fix it so that I've been able to fix the problem, so that's good. I have a little speck here. All right, that's gone. Ha, I messed that up. With one eye closed, I have less depth perception, and I messed up. I'm going to go a little bit more on this side. Wow, the moment I put this liner down, it just dispenses product. So I'm ending up with quite a, a fat liner. Okay, well, I'm not going to fuss with it too much more as I fuss with it too much more. Okay, I'm stopping. Let me just see with some close-up mirror how bad it looks with a little bit less proximity to the ring light here. Oh, I'm beating myself up for nothing. It's not a big deal. Okay, I'm just going to open up this mascara again and make sure that there are no little balls at the top of the lashes, because I did not expect to be doing this extra cleanup. Okay, well the lashes are a little chunky, but that's the way it's going to be. The only thing that I have left, because I've got everything else on my face, is to put some setting spray on, which I will do off camera. But this is the final look, and I would say that the look I was hoping for with the Pat McGrath Midnight Sun Mothership VI, I think I got it. This is pretty much what I was envisioning as my base look, the first look that I wanted to make with this palette. I'm really pleased with it. I'm probably going to go into the less natural quote-unquote colors the next time around. I'm probably going to play around more in these special shades in the second look. If you have some specific shadows that you want me to play with, let me know. Let's go from 1 to 5, 6 to 10, so that we don't need to remember the names, or you can give me the names if you know them. I'm quite happy to do a number of looks and also to do Christmas type looks, because as I mentioned in the swatches video, this palette gives me a lot of Christmas vibes based on the colors included. To me, it's the Christmas palette, even though on the outside of the packaging, it's anything but Christmassy. But this one just will always, in my head, be more of a Christmas palette than anything else, despite the Mothership V, which is also kind of Christmassy. But this one, because of the olive green, it just speaks to me. I must be attracted to greens and reds because both palettes, the Mothership V and the Mothership VI, have one of each, so go figure. Let me know what you think of the look. I always appreciate your feedback, and with that, I will say thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it every single time, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. But for now, take care.